Well, hello. Welcome to today's Business Chat Live. I am Gary Stockton with Experian Business Information Services. And I'm going to be joined today by Pete Bolin, who's Director of Consulting and Analytics at Experian. And Pete just wrapped up his fifth annual State of Small Business Credit at the Vision Conference in Orlando. And so let me just bring Pete on here. Pete, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Gary. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thanks for taking time out of your schedule. I know you guys are busy out there. So you just finished the State of Small Business Credit, and you presented there with Moody's Analytics. Can you give us some high-level highlights and a recap of your talk?
Sure, absolutely. I love to. Well, one of the things that was presented today in terms of the economic analysis is that we're very near full employment, and they are projecting that the employment numbers are going to start, the market for employment is going to get really, really tight. One of the other things in addition to that was the real estate market is coming back. He had some statistics around the home prices, particularly on the West Coast, rising. So that's good news for real estate market and all the businesses that serve realtors and all the small businesses that serve that space. That's great news for them. And I know down here in Florida, it's booming. They're experiencing a big boom in real estate as well. So his overall opinion on the economy for the next 18 months was very bullish.
That's excellent. So how about small business and paying their bills? Are they paying down debt? Are they taking on new debt? Are they taking out loans?
The state of the small business market is pretty stable, very stable. Delinquencies are down. There is some increase in demand. Some of the utilizations ratios are rising, so that's starting to heat up as well. And we're also seeing that in some of the online market is heating up. And traditional banks are also starting to get back into that small business lending space. So funds are becoming available. The overall economy looks like it's definitely growing. And that's all good signs for a small business market. And Gary, as you know, small businesses overwhelmingly are the drivers of employment in the United States. So all of that bodes well. In particular, like I said earlier, we already know that Moody's is already predicting a very tight labor market. So all of those things are very, very positive for the economy.
So small businesses. I mean, they are adding jobs. I mean, are they still confident? Because I kind of heard that their confidence was taking a bit of a dip here in the first quarter.
Actually, that's not what we're seeing in the economic data. That small business confidence has slightly ticked up. There was a report in CNBC reported just yesterday on their broadcast that they were saying that business optimism was picking up. Business owners are really looking forward to the cost savings from Obamacare. So I think that helped as well because we know the Obamacare cost does tend to hit small businesses. So they're very optimistic about that. So there is economic data that does suggest that the confidence of small business owners is picking up.
Yeah, that's excellent. So what else did you cover in the talk? What are the highlights?
One of the other things that was really interesting is that we tend to say that small business, micro business are the ones that are driving the employment. And what the data tends to suggest is that's not necessarily the case. It's more in that mid-range business, 50 employees to 100. They are that medium enterprise business. They are the ones that are actually driving that. That was a little surprising to me because I thought entrepreneurs coming in, they're going to employ one, two, three, and they are doing that. But what the data this time around suggests is that the employment growth is really coming in that 50 to 100 employee space. So that kind of surprised me because that was something that I did not expect.
And the data that you speak of, this is Experian data, right? That we give to Moody's Analytics. They're the economists that help us with this research. And then, so we do this every quarter with them, and they produce the Main Street report, which I'm showing up on screen here in case the audience would like to get more information. I'll put a link there. But so this is commercial data, right? Commercial small business data on credit, like payment trends, and also credit scores as well, right?
That's correct. And one of the things that we showed today, and one of the things you're going to see in the Main Street report, is that there are some industries that are starting to recover. For example, one of the things that the data tends to suggest is that the mining industry is coming back. Delinquencies are down. We know from looking at our newly launched in the market model, the business credit seeker model, that industry is looking for credit. They're looking to expand. And given the current climate of Washington and the new administration, there's definitely a strong trend in the mining industry. Their scores are very, very high. The net worth of the owners is relatively high. Delinquencies are down. The report will show that their IPv2 scores are very high, and that all bodes well for an industry that's going to recover. And anyone lender out there who's looking to target a potential industry, you might want to look at the mining industry. It's starting to come back.
Excellent. And agriculture as well. I read in the headlines there that agriculture, they've had, obviously they've got some subsidies there that are helping.
Right.
But that's the one industry that's a real standout right now too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mining, agriculture is coming back. And one of the things the data suggests that Chris was talking about today was he's also kind of bullish on construction. That housing market's picking up. Construction traditionally got beat up in the last couple of years. It's starting to come back. Housing is starting to pick up. More construction is starting to pick up. So he's really bullish on that one as well.
Excellent. All right. Well, it sounds like you had a great talk there. I think we'll probably leave it there for now. If folks want more information, they can download the latest copy of the Main Street report, and also we'll be covering additional data from the report in a webinar next month, so they can find out about that too. So thanks very much, Peter, for coming on and spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you for having me, Gary. Look forward to seeing everyone read that report.
All right, mate. Have a good day, okay?
All right. Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.